I have been giving exam a lot many times now and I'm not seeing a very great score. What I should be basically doing? Am I making the same mistake again and again? Is there a way? Are there any rules that I need to follow so that I get my desired score in the very next attempt? Well, if you belong to this category, then trust me, today's video is that video you should never miss. So all you got to do is make sure you watch the video till the end so that you would know basically how to get that 90 overall or whatever your desired score is in the very first attempt or in the very next attempt. Hey everybody, I'm from Skills PTE Academic. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome power-packed video on how to crack PTE in the very first attempt. Now, I've already given the exam before in the very next attempt. You've got 10 rules that I'm gonna talk about today, which will definitely put a lot of sense and makes a lot of sense for everybody who watches this video and help you guys definitely to put you guys in the right track and get that good scores. Before we begin, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, and anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance, you can WhatsApp us to the number appearing at the bottom of the screen. I'll be there, we will be there to help you guide in the right direction. Without further delay, let's straight away get into the video. Let me just share my screen. How to crack PTE in the very first attempt. 10 rules. The rule number 1, let's straight away get into it. Speaking is the king. Don't ask me who is the queen. Speaking is the king, because a lot many marks from speaking goes to other modules. We will talk about them in just a while. And speaking is so easy, but 99% of the people completely falter here. Even me, including me, who have given the exam 4 times, first 3 times complete failure, because I was not understanding how to exactly do in the speaking. First thing first, the rule 1 says speaking is the king. Within that, it's the fluency that gives the marks, it's the clarity that gives the marks, but where we focus, and it's the natural way of speaking gives the mark. But where we focus on content, we focus on pronunciation. All those are not a priority. When you put these things into this, automatically you see a great difference in the scores. Let's say there is a read aloud. Market research is a vital part of the planning of any business. You don't get marks. Do you talk to your friend like this? Hey buddy, can I have a coffee with you today? I'm going out. No, you don't speak like that. So what Pearson has is they have a big database. They've built a big database wherein they have stored all the people who have spoken in their natural voices. And when you speak, some voice it has to match, and it will not match, because all the people who would have spoken naturally, correct, they would have spoken something like market research is a vital part of the planning of any business. I want to have a coffee today. Do you mind joining me? They would have just went in naturally, and when you talk in a way that is not quite natural, marks will not come. Correct? People focus on pronunciation and try to exaggerate. Market research is a vital, because some guy will say, if you pronounce like this, you get marks. It is the fluency. What is fluency? It is the rhythm. So right now I'm talking in a rhythm. There should be a rhythm, not fast, not slow. A natural way of speech. Right now I'm talking to you naturally. In that way, you have to speak the entire speaking. Content, not a priority. You read aloud, you can skip as many words as you want. Repeat sentence, speak only 50%. Don't speak all. Doesn't matter whether you speak full or half. Are you speaking fluently? And are you giving clarity? People don't open the mouth. All these things are the problem. Describe image, content, no marks. Read a lecture, content is least priority. So it is the fluency. If you're fluent, you're going to get the marks. You speak fast, it is not a fluency. Fluency is not that great. You may get good scores, but that's not the ideal way of doing it, because you may get good scores in speaking but not in reading, because speaking contributes marks to reading. It is the fluency. And what is fluency? Just be natural in the way you speak. Imagine you're talking to your friend, how you talk to your friend. Same way you need to speak. That's the rule number 1. Rule number 2. IELTS is different. PTE is different. Lot many people are from IELTS background. In IELTS, writing is all about essay. And there is one more module where essay predominates. Essay is the one that contributes a lot of marks. So with that mindset, people join PTE. People look into PTE, and then they start assuming things. First assumption, essay will give 90. Essay will not give 90. Essay is a low priority module in PTE because this is not human evaluated. A software cannot be so precise in evaluating your essay with respect to content, with respect to coherence, cohesion and lot many things, which otherwise an evaluator in IELTS can actually do. So, what Pearson is doing, they are not giving much preference, little preference probably they are giving. So, essay probably in PTE contributes 15 to 20 marks only. One question 12 to 15 marks, two questions 20 marks, not more than that. There are many other modules in PTE contributes marks to writing. So, never believe that you wrote a wonderful essay, you have to get 90, you may get 40, 50 also. Know that and in the essay I used the perfect content, so I have to get more marks. No, it's a computer, there is no guarantee it will understand everything clearly, isn't it? Content is not a priority, it does not mean that you can write something junk for sure, write something related to the question, enough, do not have to be so specific. Great idea, bad idea, I am writing great idea, so I get great marks. No, you get the same marks even if you write a bad idea. Spelling should be perfect. So, in PTE writing is all about spelling, so work on the spelling. If you have written an essay which is so clearly written, but with 10 spelling mistakes, you get a 0. Trust me on this, I am not kidding. Grammar should be crisp and clear, not a very hi-fi grammar is not required. Write in simple way possible, that is enough, but it is the spelling which is the one that contributes lot of marks, it is not the content. That is the rule. Know that essay is not a priority in PTE, and even when you write a good essay, there is no guarantee you get 90, and when you write a good essay, if you make spelling mistakes, it is going to be straight away 0. 2-3 spelling mistakes is fine, let us say you made 10-12 mistakes, you will get 0 in that, because every spelling mistake probably will deduct 1 or 2 marks, okay, fine. And one more important thing, in IELTS vocabulary is mandatory, here not required. None of my students have used hi-fi vocabulary, synonyms, forget the IELTS concepts will not work here. If you are still thinking it will work, probably you are wasting your time. Write in a simple way possible, make sure your spellings are correct, you are going to see a wonderful score. Okay. Rule number 3, modules are interrelated. In IELTS, speaking means only speaking, writing means only writing. Here, speaking marks goes to reading and listening. Read aloud in the speaking contributes 35 marks to reading, man. You do speaking means you, with one stone you kill 2 birds. What an easy exam it should be. Correct? Repeat sentence, because you listen and you speak, listening skill. It contributes 30 marks to listening and speaking both. Reading, writing, fill in the blanks. In the reading module, there are 2 fill in the blanks, reading FIB, reading, writing, fill in the blanks FIB. Reading, writing FIB contributes 25 to 30 marks towards your reading and 25 to 30 marks towards your writing separately. Here comes writing marks. Listening, fill in the blank and write from dictation, which are obviously in the listening module, but contributes 50 plus marks to listening and same 50 plus marks to writing. Here is where the writing marks come from. Highlight incorrect words. In the listening module, contributes marks to listening and reading, some 12 to 15 marks. Summarize written text, summarize spoken text. SST is summarize spoken text. That comes in listening module, 6 to 8 marks to listening, 6 to 8 marks to writing. And then summarize written text comes in writing module, 6 to 8 marks to writing and 6 to 8 marks to reading, because you got to read and then summarize. Summarize spoken text, you are going to listen and then write. So, it is all interrelated. I just need coaching for writing, then someone will teach you essay and marks will increase or nothing will increase. If you want coaching for writing, you need to take the coaching for reading, listening, writing, both, all 3. My reading score is so less, give me coaching only for reading, it will not work. Reading marks will come from writing module also, listening module also, reading module also, speaking module also. So, PTE is different. So, know the reality. These are all the set of rules which will be always true. Know the reality before you proceed towards getting coaching from someone. I just need listening help. He teaches you listening, but listening marks will come from speaking also. He should teach you speaking also. Things are different, okay. All I am doing is sharing the right information. Rule number 4, you got to work on English. Oh, PTE is easy, IELTS is difficult, so I switch to PTE. No, nothing is easy. Remember, both are difficult. IELTS on a scale of 10, difficulty level could be 9. PTE could be 6. Doesn't mean it will not make PTE easy. Both are difficult. PTE is less difficult. The reality. one who thinks PTE is very, very easy will get to see how PTE, how much difficult PTE is sooner or later. So, nothing is difficult, nothing is easy rather. Both are difficult, probably PTE is little less difficult than IELTS. So, you got to work on English just with templates, just with tips and tricks. You cannot get 90, probably you can get 50. This is the reality. The strategies, the spellings, the grammar, you need to work on. So, for that you need to work on English every day. The reading skills, 1 hour of reading a novel or a newspaper to enhance your reading skills is a must. Otherwise, reading from the blanks, for sure, it would be really, really difficult for anybody to do it unless they have this routine in their daily life. Okay, 30-minute listening to a podcast. Let's say you have a problem in the accent, you're not understanding British accent. You have to get familiarized with it. Just by using tips and tricks and all, you cannot. 30 minutes of listening to a podcast. My spelling is a big nightmare. 20 minutes of spelling test. In our course, we have spelling test every day. If you don't want to invest in a course, then like try out mobile apps or in the Google, try spelling test. Take randomly. Have a routine and practice 1 hour reading novel, 30 minutes podcast, 20 minutes spelling test, 1 hour 40 minutes, 1 hour 50 minutes, close to 2 hours. You have to work on English. Nakul, I already have a very good English. Then you don't have to do it. You will get 90 speaking, 90 reading, listening, writing. You just need those small tips and tricks. But those who do not have a good English, just with tips and tricks, nothing will happen. This is also very, very important. This is paramount. This is the truth. This is the reality. Okay. Rule number 5. Reading fill in the blanks, the most difficult of all, because it needs context. You read, you got to understand what it is. There is a difficult vocabulary. What will you do? I try to make a guess. Five words which you are not understanding in one sentence. What will you do? This or this, this or this, this or this, this. I will choose this answer. Will not work. You have to use the grammar. There are so many grammar shortcuts, not just the shortcuts, especially in reading, fill in the blank, in reading, writing, fill in the blanks. Things are based on tenses. They'll give a dash and in the bracket, has been, have been, had been. How will you simply choose when you don't have the grammar knowledge? Collocation. This invention is dash with, credited with collocation. So, you need to know them in advance, like this, so many collocations are there. Reading skills, and they'll not give you 1 day to read and do the exam. Hardly per question you can take 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes. Overall reading is timed. Number of questions into 2 is what they give you. If there are 15 questions, they're going to give you 30 minutes. On an average, 2.5 minutes, more than that you cannot take. And if you have to do it in less than 2.5 minutes, you need to be super fast in reading. For that, your reading skills have to be good, no? In the exam, I know exactly how people read. They read one line, they don't understand, again they read, again they read. They read it 10 times just to understand one single line, because their reading skills are poor, then work on it, no? Correct? So, that's what. So, this exam demands a different degree of dedication, passion. You give that discipline, you respect this exam, the scores will follow. Otherwise, no. 100%. In our course, we teach you all the things. Correct? We give you right guidance. Collocation itself around 15 hours of video with more than 1500 to 2000 collocations. Grammar around 40 hours plus live classes. So, anytime you want the right guidance, you don't have much time to focus on your own, you join us, we will guide you in the right way. Okay? And the rule number 6, never ever book the exam directly unless you are very confident. You have someone who has already given exam to give you right guidance and your English is good, you have understood the things and you want to just give exam and finish it off. Fine. Don't give it just thinking, let me give a try. It is not going to come, man, I am telling you. It's a waste of money. So, what should we do? You should take the Pearson official mock test. The link is shared in the description, you can have a look at it. This is the only mock which gives you the correct scores. There are many third-party applications which are not Pearson compliant. They have come up with their own logic and software, own AI, but the way Pearson works is definitely different. They may claim it is more closer, but we don't know. It's always best to directly book it from Pearson so that you get the accurate scoring as to what scores you get in the exam. Take Pearson official mock test, it costs you $35.99, 36 US dollars. Use a screen recorder to record the entire mock when you take. So, once the mock is done, test is done, you will get the result. You will have the recording. Use the recording, read the questions, correct? Type the questions in the internet, you will see the answers. The correct answers and using recording, what answers you have selected. You get to know the answers that you have selected and what are the correct answers. You match, you get to know why your score is 65 overall, 60 overall. Correct? So, find out the correct answers from internet, understand the mistakes. So, this way you would know what level you are at. Directly you give exam, 15,000 Indian rupees gone. Here it's 2,500 Indian rupees. And here it will not affect your confidence, it will tell you the reality. You get to know your mistakes. Directly book an exam, there is only 1% chance you are going to make it. If you are completely new to PT, because this is a different exam. Some people have pitch issues, a lot many things are there. So, I always recommend people take an official mock. There you see your desired score, book the exam. You got to use a good mic. You use Bluetooth headset or without headset sometimes, a gaming headset, all those will not work. You got to use a good ones. You need to invest some money there. And all these are worth investing, trust me. Platronics, HP, Logitech H340, Logitech H390, Platronics C3200, Jabra, some famous brands you use. It will cost you probably 4,000 to 5,000 Indian rupees. But they are all going to help you, trust me. People, instead of doing this, take exam 10 times, spend some 2-3 lakhs. Here you spend 5,000 extra, 5,000 Indian rupees extra, you're going to make it. Basically, this will put you in a right path. See, you have a lot of energy, but you're running in this direction. The destination is there. Will you ever reach the destination? You got to make a U-turn. These things will help you take that U-turn and choose the right path. Hope you're getting it. Rule number 7, always have a routine. Like let it be a structured way. I believe in discipline. Respecting the exam, you need to have a routine. Every day you need to follow. This is the routine that I'm going to talk about now. Give exam once you become ready, take an official mock, see the good scores, and then only book exam. Before that, don't book. 1 hour of novel activity, 30 minutes of podcast, 20 minutes of spelling test, 10 read aloud, 10 minutes of repeat sentence, some 5 reading fill in the blanks question, 5 reading writing fill in the blanks question, and 10 listening fill in the blank and write from dictation. Rest of the modules you don't have to worry. Essay and all, just memorize the template. Describe image with a lecture, not that priority. Just memorize the template and keep it handy. And summarize spoken text also, you can just practice 1 summarized spoken text a day. This will be the routine. On an everyday you do it. If you see great improvement, then take an official mock. There if you see desired scores, book exam. That's how the path is. From this place you go this place, from this place only you go. Directly you cannot fly. You can fly, but there could be a lot of surprises. Alright, so rule number 8, this is the primary thing. 90% of the people spend all their energy, all their useful time on wrong things. Never pay attention to rumors. My friend spoke fast, he got 90. What about reading on case? Change exam center. This exam center I will not give. That exam center you chose, my friend just got 90. Don't believe. Unfriend them until you finish your exam. Give exam in India. One lady or I think one lady was asking me before joining the course. I am in Australia. I will come to India and give exam. I said why? Because in Australia they have a different accent. I cannot give that accent. My friend told if I have Indian accent I'll get low speaking marks. Come on, it's a computer. That's what. So if I talk like this, it's gonna, like a lot of people start hating me. But this is the reality. I gave exam in India. In Australia, they check for different accents. Nothing. It's all the rumors. I don't know why or who is spreading this. Definitely, those who are spreading have a lot of time in their life. These tips work only in this country. In India, it works. In Sri Lanka, it will not. Whether it will work in China as well, whether it will work in Australia as well. People ask me these questions because they are invested into those things. All these will not in any way give you mark. In this month only you give exam, especially these dates exams are easy. I don't know how come people can be so innovative and so creative. If they can put this much of brain into something else, they would be a scientist by now. Just kidding, jokes apart. Never pay attention, all this will only take you in a wrong direction, that's it. See, always understand, it's not an easy exam at all. We will come to that. If you get low scores, it is not a scam. Oh, it's a scam. My friend got 90, I got 40. I have better English than that friend. This is a scam. It is not. It's just that you are not understanding how to score. It is definitely not a scam. It only means you have made mistakes and you are not in a position to accept them, which happened with me, guys. My friend was getting 90 speaking. I was getting 50 speaking. Other modules I have 85, 90. Other modules he has 40. I was not able to accept it, give exam again 3 times, and then I realized there has to be something which is costing me a lot. And when I understood, it's simple, that's what. I was not speaking naturally, he was speaking naturally, I was focusing on content, he was not focusing on content, and lot many things. So if you get low scores, it only means you have made mistakes, just that you are not accepting. Rule 10, it is not the template. Many people are shifting to PTE thinking, I use this template, I get marks. No, PTE is definitely a little less difficult than IELTS, that I accepted. Lot many people have 90 overall. In IELTS, very few have 8 each in my course. And overall, we can, take this information globally. PTE is little less difficult than IELTS, but it is not the template that give you 90. It is always good English. Remember this. People are not able to accept this. They get low score and they think, okay, this template has not worked. Let me try a different template. The modules that have templates in PTE are not a priority. SAS template, 15 to 20% only it gives. Summarize spoken text as a template, 5% marks. Describe image as a template, 5% marks it gives. Written lecture as a template, 5% marks. Reading fill in the blank, reading writing fill in the blank, listening fill in the blank, write from dictation. These are the modules that contribute a lot of marks wherein no template will work. It is pure English, pure spelling, pure reading skills, collocation, grammar, vocabulary. This is the reality. So one who understands this will start working towards it overnight and get that 90 overall within a month. One who doesn't understand this will only work on changing the template, changing the coaching centers. By the time he realizes, his or her hair would have turned grey and they stop dreaming about immigration. The reality is this: you focus on English, you focus on the routine that I gave you, 100%, 10% rather. It is possible. It's definitely possible to do it. Of course, it is a difficult exam. I'm not denying it, but it is not impossible. It is definitely possible. In our course on an everyday basis, people are getting that 90, but they are not giving exam instantly. Some with a very great English would be giving exam within 3-4 days. Some 3 months, 4 months, 1 year. They have waited because they got to know they are not ready. Even if they give, the marks will not come. A right guidance is all what you want, and most importantly, patience. These two, patience plus right guidance, will give you 90. Alright, I think that's all I've got for you today. I've made an attempt here to explain you the 10 truths, 10 real rules that you need to abide by so that you get that 90 in your exam. I hope you liked the video. You can share it with your friends if you think this video would be useful to others. And you want to share something, please leave a comment in the comment section. With this, I'll park it here, guys. If not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Soon I'll be back. This is Nakul signing off from Skills PTE. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.